Hey polish fans, it's Caroline again, and welcome to another video here at Wild Moon Lacquer. In today's video we are going over another Goodwill nail polish haul. I have been really lucking out on finding some nail polishes again, and actually some of these have been sitting around for me to open for a couple of months now. So let's dig into this because I've got some beautiful Essies, OPIs, and even some Butter Londons. So let's go ahead and open up this first bag. This one I got at Goodwill for $5.99, and this is the one that has a couple of Butter Londons in it. I definitely don't run across those as often, so I was happy to see those. And I think I got another good OPI. All right. So let's start with the Butter London. This is a flaky topper called Brass Monkey. Now this might end up being quite similar to a number of the other iridescent toppers that I have, but it is beautiful, and I am a total sucker for these iridescent flaky toppers because they are so beautiful. And what I really like about them is they will look very different depending on the color that you put them over, and they can instantly transform whatever manicure you currently have. So really do love this. I'll have to compare it, like I said, to a few of the other ones that I have, but Butter Londons are a bit on the pricier side, so to have found some in a Goodwill bag, I'm pretty happy about. So that again was Brass Monkey. I'll make some room there. Let's go ahead and jump into the second Butter London. This one is a beautiful green called British Racing Car, and this is a beautiful green. It is definitely a lot darker on camera than it is in person, but this is a beautiful shade of green, and it has a green shimmer. There we go. Really beautiful color. This is very nice, and I don't think I have anything quite like it in this shade in my collection. This is a really nice deep green without being so dark that it's gonna look black on the nails. This is definitely a green polish for sure. Even on the camera, it's still, while definitely showing up a lot lighter than it was, is a bit richer than that in person. It is a really nice color, so can't wait to try that one out. Again, that was Butter London's British Racing Green. Next, let's look at this Essie. This is a little gold one from Essie called Getting Groovy. Now, you may have heard me say before that golds are not my favorite. They sort of fall into the same family to me as yellows, so they aren't one of my favorites to wear. However, this is a nice shade of gold. I don't think I have anything to compare it to that I would not like, but of something that's very bright, like brassy gold, I really don't like. Something like this might make a very nice accent nail. I do believe this is supposed to get opaque on its own, at least that's how it looks to my eyes. I could be completely mistaken, but I'll be curious to see how this one swatches, and it should make a nice little addition to, say, a fall manicure. So that one again was Getting Groovy. Next up is this very bright orange. Oh my goodness, this one is from OPI. This one is called Y'all Come Back Here. This is so bright. I don't even quite know how I would describe this orange other than very bright, but I actually like it. Oranges, as you've probably heard me say a number of times now over the last year or so, if you've been with me since the beginning of my channel, is that oranges have definitely been growing on me since 2019, late 2019. So this particular shade range I am actually open to trying now, whereas if you had asked me in early 2019, I probably would have looked at you funny. So I'll be curious to see how this one swatches, but I do think this would be a really fun summer polish. Now, what I like about this as well is it looks to be sort of a jelly formula, which I think is going to look so juicy on the nail. This looks like Tang on steroids, like really bright orange. So this should make for a really juicy summer mani. So that again was Y'all Come Backy Here by OPI. Next is a white nail polish from LA Colors. This one is called Energy Source. Now, if you've watched my channel in the last couple of videos, I've been talking about white nail polishes as another color that has sort of grown on me. Now, LA Colors is definitely an inexpensive brand, but they have been sort of impressing every once in a while with some of their shimmer polishes, and this should make a nice undie for some of their shimmer polishes that maybe aren't opaque on their own. But in any case, this one was called Energy Source, and that was by LA Colors. Next, let's take a look at this little green Essie. Look at that. That is a beautiful spring green. This one is called Fashion Playground. This is a perfect spring green if I ever did see one. This is so soft and delicate. It is very whited out, so they've probably added a lot of white to this soft green. But look at that shimmer in there. It's got a very delicate shimmer. This might end up being sort of like Bikini Sotini in its formula, so the delicate shimmer might not be super apparent on the nail, but what I find with those sort of manis is they often add something to the mani, a nice texture, a nice depth to the mani, and if you were to compare it to a straight cream, it is something a little bit extra to add oomph to that mani. I can't get enough of this green. This is a beautiful shade, very soft and light like I keep saying, but beautiful color. So that was Fashion Playground by Essie. Next, this one is from Ella and Milla, and this one is Bronze Me Baby. Now, I've been thinking about trying this brand before. I believe you can find it at Target. I don't think I have any in my collection yet, and if I have, I probably got them through a D-stash, but I want to say this is probably my first from them. Now, this is a beautiful coppery topper, and what's really nice about this is it does come in a variety of sizes, so you've got at least 3 different sizes, so large, medium, and micro. Now, the large is not too large, so this should make a nice topper to use without overwhelming what you're putting it on top of. But really nice color, very coppery, like a bright penny. I do believe it is darkening it quite a bit on camera, but really beautiful polish. I'll be excited to try their formula and see if I like them. So that again was Ella and Milla, Bronze Me Baby. Next, we've got this bright red from OPI. This one is called Relentless Ruby. Now, this one this poor lid has been through some hard times. It looks like somebody got their lid stuck and used like a pair of pliers or something to wrench it back open, or maybe even to try to get it open, because I can't open it. So who knows? It's possible that this could be a garbage bottle, but I will try to get it open and see if I can't test it out. It's kind of a tomatoey red, like a bright tomatoey red nail polish. It does seem to be in good shape in there, so if I can get the bottle open, it's possible that it's in very good shape. I will have to compare it to some other reds if I can get the bottle open, but it's a beautiful shade. You've probably heard me say that reds definitely aren't my favorite either. I do feel that they're a bit too vibrant for my own personal taste most of the time, but I do enjoy them on other people, so I'll be curious to see if that will be maybe my next color to tackle as far as getting it more worn in my collection. So we'll see if we can't get this one open. This one is almost leaning a bit on the orange side in the red family, so I would be curious to see how this compares. But in any case, that was Relentless Ruby. The next OPI in that bag is this one called Worth a Pretty Penne, and instead of penny, it's penne like the pasta. So very interesting. This one is a beautiful rose gold color, a little bit more on the copper side than it is rosy, so less pink, more copper, but really interesting color there. You've got a lot of silver metallic glimmer in there, as well as that metallic copper. So this one should look quite nice on the nail, and I don't think I have anything exactly like this. I think I've got coppers, and I definitely have rose gold, but this is a very interesting sort of mix, so I'll be curious to see how that compares to those other rose golds that I have. But this one is OPI's Worth a Pretty Penne. And lastly in this Goodwill bag is this one by OPI, and this one is Golden Eye. Now, I could be mistaken, but is this another hard to find OPI? I'm pretty sure someone donated like their entire OPI collection, and I have been slowly but surely picking it up from this Goodwill and adding polishes that I never thought I would be able to from my collection. Now, I could be confusing this with another one, but let me know down below. But I was pretty stoked to find this. Now, this is a golden nail polish, as the name would suggest, and it may be confusing to you that I like this, because if you've watched any of my other videos, including when I talked about this one, gold is not my favorite. However, this one is such a rich, almost orange leaning gold that it really is appealing to me. I really like the color of it, the tone, the depth, the richness. This is really beautiful, and I think this, even as a topper on top of a fall mani, would be absolutely stunning. So as you can see, it is moving freely in the bottle. This is definitely not one that's going to need some rescue, so very happy about that. So again, that was OPI's Golden Eye. So let's now go on to the bag number 2. So this one has 4 nail polishes, 3 of which are Essie's, and this was $4.99 at Goodwill. So the first one here is really beautiful. I love this shade. This one is called Going All In. Now this is one of those shades of pink that I really like because it leans a bit purple, and in fact I think it's got a blue shimmer in it, which is another bonus. So this is a really beautiful color, and I believe, if I'm reading that, yeah, this is going to dry in a matte finish, so that should be really interesting. I do love this shade. It is sort of this, I would almost call it like an orchidy pink, and it's a little on the neutral side of an orchidy pink, and then you've got that beautiful shimmer. Really beautiful. So very happy to have that one. Cannot wait to see how that one swatches, and I'm very curious to see if the formula on this one is nice. I have sort of had bad experiences with the Essie matte formula before, and I don't know if that was just my inexperience with a matte formula or just a bad batch on my nail polish bottle, but I will have to give it another try. It was the pink one from, goodness, years ago. And I can't remember what it was called, but it's a beautiful color. In fact, I still have it because I love the color and I would love to get it to work. So I'll have to try it again. In any case, I hope this one is nice. The color in any case is absolutely beautiful. And again, that one was Going All In by Essie. The next Essie is this beautiful sort of golden burgundy. This one is called Wrapped in Rubies. This is another really beautiful nail polish. I love this rich depth, and that gold with the red is really nice. I think this one is going to look really vampy on the nail and very beautiful in the fall time. Love this color combination, and this might look really nice with some stamping over it if I can get myself to try stamping again. It's one of those techniques I just have not perfected at all on myself, but I'll be curious to see how this one looks. In any case, this is a beautiful color by Essie. And again, that was Wrapped in Rubies. The last Essie in this bag is You're a Gem. Now, this is one that I had been eyeing since this collection came out. This one, I believe, was their like gem collection or druzy or something along those lines, and I just never ended up purchasing any. This is sort of their neutral tan color, and look at all of that hollow in there. This is really beautiful in person. Definitely happy to finally have this in my collection and to give it a try. It has linear hollow, it has scattered hollow, and little bits of glitter in there. Look at that. Like I said, happy to finally have this one in my collection and to give it a shot, because this is another shade family that is definitely growing on me, this sort of neutral range in this sort of tan leaning coloration. So really beautiful. Again, that one was by Essie, and that was You're a Gem. Then lastly in that nail polish bag was this one by Danny, and this is called Flashy Fuchsia. The bottle style actually reminds me a lot of the old Wet n Wild bottles, but I've never heard of the brand. If you have, let me know it down below. In any case, it looks like a fun topper. It is in a clear base with some fuchsia glitters in it. I think the fuchsia is in 2 different sizes, and it's possible that there are some very small silver glitters in there as well, so should be a fun one to play around with. It could be an older brand as well, but in any case, that was by Danny with an exclamation point, and it is Flashy Fuchsia. So there you have it. That was my haul from Goodwill. Let me know down below which ones were your favorites, and if you have any of these. Also make sure to like and subscribe for more nail polish videos here on my channel, and I'll see you next time.